Hello Russian learners, Oksana here, welcome to my channel. So we're continuing with our Russian studies, and today's video is going to continue the theme I started in some of my previous videos, which is about the pronouns in the Russian language. We've learned the personal pronouns and the possessive pronouns already, and if you haven't watched those videos, I'll link to them in the description under this video, so you can watch it if you haven't yet. But today we're talking about another group of Russian pronouns, which is the demonstrative pronouns. Basically, these pronouns are used to indicate some objects. And in Russian, in English, these pronouns, they have the equivalents in English, and they are this and that. So these two pronouns is what we are going to talk about today. And first of all, let's talk about how these two pronouns differentiate from each other. This pronoun is used to indicate an object or something that is close at hand, that something is near to you. You are sitting at a table, and you can say this table, the table that is right in front of you, close to you. And that pronoun is used to indicate another object, but something that can be either far away from you, or that it can be something that is distant, or when you are talking about some object that is not present, but you have mentioned that already. So basically the same notion exists in the Russian language. We just have to learn the pronouns that are the equivalents of these two English ones. So let's start with the first one, which is this. So this, as I've already mentioned, means the one that is the object that is close at hand to you. So in Russian, this can be this pronoun is translated into этот, but there are also another variants of this pronoun, as if you can guess why. That's right, because we have genders in Russian, and Russian pronouns also change depending on the gender of the noun representing this or that object. So this pronoun этот is of a male gender. Next we have это, which is masculine, and feminine gender. And we also have это, which is the neuter gender. So we have these three pronouns, and they are used with the nouns of the same gender. So let us take an example. Let's take this first, этот. So этот pronoun, which means this, it is of a masculine gender. It has to be used with a noun of a masculine gender. Let's take this one, этот дом. Этот дом means this house. Like you're standing in front of some house and you're talking about this house with another person, and you point this house and say этот дом, this house. Next we have это, which has the same meaning, but also only used with the nouns of a feminine gender. And let's take this one, which is машина. Это машина. Это машина means this car. Again, we're talking about the car that is like you are standing beside this car, or something like that. So this car means это машина. Это is used because the noun is of the feminine gender. And the last third example, это, neuter gender. We're using it with the nouns of a neuter gender. And let's take this example, which is место. Это место. Это место. Место translates as place. So we have this place. This place, это место. And it is very important for you to pay attention especially to this pronoun это, which changes according to the gender. Like we can say, we can have это, это, этот, but you have to distinguish this pronoun from the word это used when we are translating the constructions, the sentences starting with this is. Like when we say this is a house, we say это дом. Это дом. So это in those types of sentences is different. It is not the pronoun that is shown here, because it is not a characterizing word, and that это does not change according to gender. So that should be clear. Basically, you just always have to look at the context of the sentence to understand whether which of the two variations of this word это is used in a sentence, and that will be clear. I promise you there will not be like super many difficulties with this thing. You just have to be attentive, at least at first, when you are just learning this notion. And next, let us talk about the second demonstrative pronoun, which is that. And as I told you, that is when we're talking about a distant object, something that is far away from you, but in your vision, but in your line of vision, but also about some object. Like when you talking to a person about that object, you like mentioned this object like recently or like yesterday, and you are talking like, oh, remember that object I told you about. So that is used in those types of situations. And in Russian, it also translates into three variations depending on the gender of the nouns used with those pronouns. So that can be тот, masculine gender, та, feminine gender, and то, a neuter gender. And now let's have the same examples. So этот дом is now тот дом. Тот дом meaning that house. So if in the first example we were talking about the house that you may be standing in front of, like like standing beside this house, and you say in this house, этот house. And now we're talking about that house, like some house far away from where you are standing, like across the street or something like that, and you are saying тот дом, that house, or like the house you've been talking to this person already, like yesterday or some time ago, and you are just trying to remind that person about the house you talked about, and you're saying that house I talked to you about, like тот дом I talked to you about. And in this case, again, dom is of a masculine gender, the noun, and the demonstrative pronoun used with it is of a masculine gender as well. Next we have та машина, meaning that car. So the meaning of the pronouns in English stays the same, they just change in Russian according to the gender. Та машина, that car. Машина, feminine gender, as well as the pronoun used with this noun. And the third example is то место, that place. That place, место, is of a neuter gender, so the pronoun used with it is of a neuter gender as well, and it is translated as that place, like the place you talked already about, or the place that is distant or far away from you. So these two pronouns you really have to learn, because of course, naturally, like in the English language, they are used quite a lot in everyday speech. It's like the basics of the grammar structure, of the grammar notion in both English and Russian language and any other language as well. So it's like the the base that you have to build your grammar knowledge on. So I highly encourage you to write this lesson down and to memorize these two demonstrative pronouns and their three variations. It will be very, very useful when you go further with your studies. And I really hope this video was very informative and useful for you, and you learned some new information. If you did, please support this video with your thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you will not miss out on the new video lessons. I publish them every day. So I will be very glad to see you again on my channel, and if you have any questions or like commentaries, please write them down under the video. I read all of them. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your studies. Stay safe, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.